Okay, I couldn't wait for the song to end. So, hi guys, welcome to the stream. How are we all doing? What? It's Monday. It is Monday. Today we head to the Hungaroring. It's going to be a big one today because it's a long ass race. Usually is only second to Monaco usually, and we don't have Monaco on the calendar, do we? So this will be the longest race of the season. My hair looks messy today. It's because when I get out of the shower, I put a hat on so it doesn't dry like sticking out, and then it will just dry however it is under the hat, and it just so happens it looked like this today. So there we go. Yeah, so Hungarian Grand Prix today. Looking forward to this one. We won our first ever race in this career mode at this circuit back in 2000, the year 2000, which was 7 seasons ago, if anybody remembers that. I don't know if many of you would have been watching back then. It was almost 2 real life years ago. It's been a lot. Oh, sorry, James Jr. is upside down. Just ignore that. James Jr. is trying to get rid of hiccups, and he's heard on the internet that if you stand on your head, then your hiccups will be gone. Monaco has to be on the calendar in 2008. If there's a good version of it, where the AI don't, commit certain atrocities, then sure. Count me in. What's 2 years ago? 2 real life years ago, Jeffrey, was the 2000 Hungarian Grand Prix, where I won my first ever race in this career mode. And now we are a 2-time world champion with over 30 victories. I'm pretty good. I'm a pretty good driver in this career mode. Some say I'm the best. Some people do say that. Let's have a look at the news. We've got some interesting news pieces today. Make sure I'm there. Webber injured. During the German Grand Prix, Ralf Schumacher went for a late move on Mark Webber into the final hairpin, which forced Webber into the pit wall. It was a hard impact, and Webber is out for 1 race. Robert Dornbos replaces him. That was just their reserve driver as listed on my Excel document. So Robert Dornbos in. Happy days. Piquet dropped. A string of dreadful performances with the best finish of 13th place means that Nelson Piquet Jr. has now lost his seat, with Finnish driver Heikki Kovalainen replacing him for the rest of the season. Woo! See you later, Piquet Jr. At Brits, we were doing that, but because the cars are faster than the 2000 cars, they can't handle the track, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd do that. Suttle hot property. Don't tell Hamilton about this. Adrian Suttle was the star of the show at the Nürburgring, the German driver impressing in qualifying and then following that up with a spectacular race that saw him narrowly miss out on the podium. Teams are interested in his services. Teams such as Sauber. Oh no, they've got me. Of course. Sauber's not interested in them. No, stay away. Although, saying that, BMW, if they got a shot at a championship, maybe they want a German driver. Adrian Suttle's German. It makes sense. Suttle to Toyota. Now that's a shout. You hate Dornbos. I know nothing about Dornbos. Absolutely nothing about him. I had to Google him today just to make sure he actually existed. And he does, yeah. Vettel aiming for the top. That picture of Vettel is so funny, by the way. Vettel aiming for the top. Another German was shining bright at the European Grand Prix as well. The young Sebastian Vettel is making a name for himself, and he has stated he is dreaming of reaching the top in the coming years. Suttle to Super Aguri. Something tells me that's like a downwards move. Suttle to Super Aguri. Dornbos sells sex toys. Is he him? Is that the guy? Ah, of course I know Dornbos. From all the purchases I've made from his... No, I'm joking. Right, that's the news. Now we look at the entry list with the slight changes. So Kovalainen's in the number 8. Robert Dornbos replacing Webber for just this 1 race. He's in the number 17. Everybody else is exactly the same as before. So we now look at the championship standings. Championship standings heading into this round. Kimi Räikkönen is back to winning ways. last time out at the European Grand Prix. He won. Fernando Alonso, though, retired, I think on the opening lap, or very close to the start of the race. He's in second. James Early, another podium, brings him within touching distance of second place in the championship. Jarno Trulli fourth, Webber fifth, but out of this race after not scoring in the previous race as well. Lewis Hamilton retired at the start of the last race. He did not score any points. Vettel, of course, scored points. Suttel up to 14th place in the championship. Ralf Schumacher, lucky to not get a race ban for his antics in the last race. A driver who's already had a race ban in his career so far. He's lucky to avoid another one. The team's championship looked like this. Ferrari getting close to 100 points scored. BMW Sauber in second place. Then it's McLaren in a distant third, just ahead of Red Bull and Honda. Williams there holding on in sixth place. Super Aguri now well and truly the bottom team. No points scored. Spiker 7 points scored, all due to Adrian Sutil. Pretty good from him. And Toro Rosso, I think all their points have come from Sebastian Vettel. So 2 Germans to look out for in the future of Formula 1. Anyway, enough talk. Let's jump into qualifying for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Yeah, we're going to do that right now. Yes, it works. I believe it is Kovalainen's debut, yes. He's not raced before now. It's your favourite taxi driver abuser, James Early, in universe. Thank you for prefacing that's in universe. Spike have got half of Renault's points. It's a very warm day here in Budapest. James Early, who looks a lot like Nick Heidfeld in the top right of your screen. I can assure you it's me. Yeah, where is Jaden? He'd be very happy that Heikki Kovalainen is on the grid. Early is Bertrand Gachot. I had to add Bertrand Gachot into the Streamline universe when I was editing the Excel files over the weekend. I had to just read through his Wikipedia page again. He said, Gachot said something like, I might be misquoting him here, that prison was one of the best experiences he's ever had, which is interesting. So everything should be set up here, he says. I don't actually remember setting up the AI's setup, like car setup, but they set the correct times. So hopefully it's okay. I might just ride on board with one of the AI, see what speed they're doing. Yeah, I didn't give them a setup. I just realised that now. It shouldn't be an issue. They should still reach the same, like, top speed, but I don't think they'll be reaching 7th gear. How old is in-universe James Early? He's 28. 28 years old. I started this career mode when I was 23 in real life. I'm now 25. In the career mode, I made my debut when I was 18. I'm now 28. I am 27, you're correct. Yes, you are correct. I forgot what year it was. I thought it was 2008. I shouldn't have made my debut at the age of 18. I should have made my debut at the age of like 23. But hey, whatever. Thoughts on Football Manager getting the Premier League license? Doesn't make a difference really, because you could have just modded that in anyway, you know? James cannot do maths. True. How's Britney Spears' kids? I don't know. I'm not allowed to speak to them. How many Grand Prix left in this season? 7, including this one. This Football Manager for Xbox. I forgot you could play it on Xbox. It must be a bad experience.
Is now in pole position.
And it's Jensen. Jensen, my friend, to the top. Right. Let's get out there. Knew you'd like that one, Jaden. Yeah, I'm dating Shakira after my marriage with Britney Spears fell through. Although Shakira's a bit older than me. I think she's about 8 years older. Maybe not that much, maybe 7 years, 6. It's okay, Piquet wasn't with Shakira until 2010.
Has just taken pole position.
What suspension setting did I run in F1 2010? I never touched the car setup, so I have no idea. Only thing I ever changed was the fuel load. James is not dating Kubica, no. Not sure how the team dynamic would work if that was the case. Thanks, Andre, for telling me this, but you do know I've finished F1 2010 now. Jamie, you go crazy, mate. You can date Kubica. I'm not going to stop you. I actually like driving this circuit. It's a real challenge knowing that it's 70 laps.
You're up at the first sector.
I don't think anybody knew who Lady Gaga was in 2007. Canada's also 70 laps, yeah, but each lap time is about, what, 15, 20 seconds quicker than a lap here. So it doesn't last anywhere near as long. Probably lasts 20 minutes less. Amy Winehouse. When did she die? Or kill herself? I thought it was 2007. Right, first lap on the board. 23.3. It does move me ahead of Kubica for now. Engine is overheating. I probably don't want to push it, do I, with the engine overheating? Lady Gaga was not 38 years old in 2007.
You're down at the first sector.
Look at me actually bringing it back to the pits instead of just pressing escape. Immersion.
You're down at the second sector.
Do I want a cake for that? No, I'm not very hungry right now. Just had chicken and rice, so don't need any cake. Into the pits we get. Foot cam when I get to 25,000 subscribers. Hey Glock, welcome to the stream. The early pace setters are the BMW Saubers of Early and Kubica. Jax, I can't believe you've managed to wriggle a Outer Wilds reference into an F1 challenge stream. The idea of having to change a setup on F1 2011 puts me off wanting to play the game. I just want to play the game and not think about it. Am I going to watch Le Mans this weekend? Yeah, I might check in here and there, you know. I don't really know much about endurance racing. I don't know who's competing. Nice one, Ballon. Nice to see you got F1 2010 working there. Hamilton's second now. Hello, Blue Line Racing. Hello. The goat is competing. The goat being who? There's many goats. Kubica, okay, yeah. Is Kubica racing in LMP1 or whatever it's called now? Hypercar? Rossi's competing. Okay, nice. LMH. Is that what Hypercar is? Le Mans Hypercar. Hypercar, LMP2 and GT3. Aha. Scott Dixon. Nice. Damon Hill replaced Brundle on ITV for this race in real life. Why? Was Brundle not allowed in the country? Sim forward a few minutes because nothing's happening right now. Oh, Alonso's gone fast this. Of course he has.
Alonso is now in pole position.
Button's gone quick. It's 22.8.
Button has just taken pole position.
Brundle tends to not do Hungary. Interesting. Is that Raikkonen? I think that's Trulli, actually. So there's going to be a NASCAR in Le Mans this year. Good question. Does anybody know the answer? I'm going to guess not because I've not heard anything about it. How many more seasons am I planning to do? At least one more after this. And if people want to see more, then we'll make some fantasy seasons.
Quarter of an hour till the end of the session.
If Trulli's at Ferrari, where's Massa? Not on the grid. Massa's had a terrible career in this career mode. Yeah, he's one of those drivers that had potential, but it just never happened for him. Like Wehrlein in real life. Like a few seasons here and there, and then that's it. Just disappeared. That's what Massa was in this career mode. What do I mean by fantasy? I won't do an actual 2009 season. I'd probably take maybe the 2008 car models, make a whole new set of liveries for the teams. Maybe teams that we didn't see in real Formula 1 coming in instead, like USF1 or any of the other 25 hopeful entrants in 2010. We'll just go down a different path. Because the actual mods post 2008 for the real F1 seasons on this game are just not good. So I don't want to use them. Jaguar back. I think a lot of it depends on if we have the financial crash in this universe. Because I would have liked to see Toyota continue. I'd have liked to see maybe Honda continue as well.
You're up at the first sector.
Got a bit of traffic here. I think it's one of the Williams. I'm not adding anybody for 2008. It'll be like past that. And that's only if people actually want to see me continue the career mode. Hi, Ethan. Oh god, that's wide. Go on, Thomas. Tell me the good news. Well, we're a year early for the financial crash, Brit. Right, that was slightly slower, that one. I've not really mentioned any world news in the news section before. So it would be a strange inclusion.
You're up at the first sector.
Oh, who's going slow? Oh, who's that? Guys! Oh, bloody hell!
You're down at the second sector.
Well, that's ruined the lap. No, Streamline will not be appearing in this series again. Chasing first pole for Sauber. We've already had a pole for Sauber. I'm now what? Go on, engineer. Tell me. Well, I can have a law reason without the crash, Brit. I can just say that they're just not changing the regulations. What will it be between the Netherlands and Iceland in football? 1-0 Iceland. Have I? What race? We got pole at the US Grand Prix this season. Hello, Hunter. Welcome to the stream. Will Braun buy out Super Aguri? Doubt. Don't know why Ross Braun would leave Honda. How am I doing? Pretty good. Andrea, I've raced... I did the first race of F1 2011 without setup. It felt fine. Guys, I'm not just putting in fantasy teams that are made up, okay? If I was to put teams in, it'll be like 1 or 2 teams. And there'll be one that's at least semi-realistic. Scuderia Italia, return to the grid. Now, that's what I want to see. Button on provisional pole right now. Now, what's going on there? Never mind, Raikkonen. Never mind, Kubica. Kubica to the top. I don't think we'll be able to get all our 12 laps in here because we've had issues on both the runs. First was the overheating and the second was the traffic. Was Saab rumoured to enter Formula 1? I've never heard that one before. Is this on the 98-13 mod? No. I've just downloaded a separate version of 2007. Do you go to F1 Challenge Brazil website and just type in 2007? There's loads of different mods. Who am I holding up? Oh, it's a Super Aguri. Let him through. Never mind. Just completely ruined his lap. Sorry, Sato. You're going to go watch Top Gun Maverick? I saw that a couple of weeks ago. Kubica is certainly going faster than me, yes. I got a bit of space.
5 minutes left of the session.
Here we go.
You're up at the first sector. You're down at the second sector.
It's a big improvement. Is it going to challenge Kubica's time? No, it's a couple tenths off, but we jump up to 4th place. We've got one more attempt.
You're up at the first sector.
Up by 2 tenths.
There's only 3 minutes to go. Down at the second sector.
Ah, I lost like 4 tenths in the middle sector. Yeah. Okay. I'll finish the lap anyway. Unfortunate. Really? Oh well.
Alonso has just taken pole position.
Carlos, you're right. I could have gone into the pits and got out just in time for one final lap. Oh well. It's not the end of the world. Alonso's just taken pole. Lewis Hamilton's ahead of me. That's the end of the session. It's Fernando Alonso on pole yet again. He's been pretty strong in qualifying so far this year, and he's got a big gap back to Robert Kubica. Championship leader Kimi Raikkonen third, with his teammate Trulli alongside him on the second row of the grid. It's 2 British drivers on the third row. Hamilton ahead of Early, Jenson Button another Brit, and David Coulthard another Brit. 7th and 8th. Ralf Schumacher and Rosberg, 2 Germans, 9th and 10th. With a German in 11th, Nick Heidfeld. Heikki Kovalainen on his debut does get out qualified by his teammate, but only just. Pedro De La Rosa in the second, McLaren 13th, ahead of Vettel in 14th place. It's 15th for man of the moment, really, Adrian Sutil. Another brilliant performance there, ahead of Kamui Kobayashi. Takuma Sato 17th, followed by Speed, Barrichello and Davidson. Christian Albers 21st, and Robert Dornbos 7.8 seconds off the pace. He's clearly had very limited testing. He's last. Lasted the Red Bull. 7.8 seconds off pole position. He's only put one lap in. He didn't put like his good lap in. So, there you go. What do you press to go faster with the time in qualifying? You press Control T. There you go. Why is Dornbos in the Red Bull? Because Mark Webber is injured for one race. What do I think is most to least important in making a good race? Driver, track, car. Car, driver, track. Oh, it's raining, it's raining. Oh my gosh. It says it's raining, but everybody seems to be preparing to go to the grid on the softs. Now, this is going to be interesting. Current conditions raining. Projected raining. But everybody on the softs. That makes sense. Car, track, driver is the right order for that. To make a good race. You'll have the best car and the best track, but if you haven't got the drivers, then there's no racing. I think. But if you've got good drivers to race, then it doesn't matter what car and track they've got. Do a 3-stop. Well, we don't know what the strategy is going to be now that the wet. That's a strange question, Persistent. That's a very strange question. I'm going to put 30 laps of fuel in, but I don't know. I really don't know what the strategy is going to be. We'll sort out the rest as it goes on. I don't know if people are going to go to the grid on the softs or not. We'll see. I have to sim forward a bit of time. Right, they've all gone to... Oh, bloody hell, you're taking a bit of speed, aren't you? They've all gone to the grid on the dry tyres. But the rain is falling. The rain is most definitely falling. Now, this is quite interesting. We'll have to go dries as well. I'm not going to go for a stupid like alternate strategy. We don't know what's going to happen here. We could do a Kevin Magnussen, Nico Hulkenberg strat. Start on the wets. You might not be able to see it on the stream, but it is raining. Quite a bit. And there's spray. What's James Jr. doing? He's trying to get rid of his hiccups. Start wets if it's a screw up, pit for hard tyres and go long. Feel like a track like this, I don't want to be stuck behind with the drivers by choosing the wrong strategy at the start. So if I just go with everybody else and their choice, the worst I'm going to be is 6th place. At least for the start. He's not in Colombia right now, no. Do I sleep with James Jr.? No. We've had wet races at this track in the past, and I have some bad memories of wet races at this track in this career mode. But it's been a very long time since those bad memories. I remember one time everybody was on the intermediates and we thought they were on the wets or the extremes. So we put the extremes on, or it was the other way around. We were just on the wrong tyre at the start. It was very annoying. It's at 99 Hungary. Nolly. Oh! Dornbos on his debut. Well, his second debut. Facing the wrong way. Incredible. Yeah, they're all on the dries. I don't think anybody's gone for the inters. I was hoping like 1 or 2 drivers would go on the intermediates. Just to chance it. Yeah. Just gonna double check. Yeah, they're all on the softs. Will Lewis go to McLaren in 2008 based on his performance? Who knows, maybe. The rumour mill is circulating. Well, there's only one more thing to do, and that's go racing. The 2007 Hungarian Grand Prix is next. And this could be a tasty race. Anything could happen here. Who knows? In 70 laps time, I could be winning. Or I could have crashed out. That's the excitement.
Welcome to Hungary. It's pretty wet out there at the moment, with no let up in the rain forecasted.
He's facing the right way now. Dawn Boss has sorted himself out. Can't that be true every week? Yeah. But guys, I'm trying to hype you up for the race. If I just said, "Oh, here we are, the same as every other race," that's not going to be as exciting.
Kubica just got the edge over his teammate. He starts from second. Raikkonen third. Trulli fourth. Hamilton fifth. The Sauber driver put on a fantastic.
I don't have any audio files created for Dawn Boss.
From a very promising sixth. Jensen Button seventh. David Coulthard eighth. Ralf Schumacher ninth. Rosberg 10th. Nick Heidfeld 11th. 12th.
Oh, they don't have a Kovalainen one.
De La Rosa 13th. 14th.
Yeah, we could have a mechanical failure as well. It's been a while since our last mechanical
16th.
failure.
Takuma Sato 17th.
Scott Speed
18th.
Godspeed.
Barrichello 19th. Davidson 20th. Albers 21st. 22nd.
Poor Dawn Boss. Okay, we're going to go racing here in Hungary. The lights are on. 3, 4 and 5. The Hungarian Grand Prix is underway. No stallers at the front, which is good. It's quite a long run down to first corner. And the spray is apparent instantly. So we look to the inside of Hamilton for turn 1. Spot my braking zone. I don't want to go straight into the back of my teammate Kubica up ahead. And Takuma Sato has already crashed, so that's good. On the run down to turn 2, we've got a great launch out of the first corner up to the inside of Hamilton. That's up to 5th place. We can chase after Jarno Trulli up ahead. The conditions are just going to get worse and worse, apparently. So we'll see when we need to switch over to the inters or even the wet tyres. Let me just see what happened to Sato at the start. I'm guessing he must have rear-ended somebody. Wow, Dawn Boss is up to 20th. Oh, Sato's been rear-ended by... Who's that? Scott Speed? Yeah, it seems Scott Speed. Get a better view of that. Ran into Sato, forced him into the wall. Sato lucky to only get away with losing his front wing. He carries on. Stupid Super Aguri liveries, oh my gosh. Anyway, Kubica leads Alonso, Raikkonen and Trulli. And early, thank you. Oh, forgot about the conditions. Hamilton looking to the inside there of turn 5. Yes, Carlos, good idea. Although it definitely still feels slick tyres conditions. Well, not slick, groove tyre conditions. Dry tyre conditions, there you go. Well, that one down.
Truly is running fourth.
That's the worst track I've visited in real life.
Ahead.
Ooh, that's going to be a tough choice.
Running fifth.
My two options are Donington or Silverstone. Technically, I've been to one more. I just can't remember the name of it. So out of the two that I've actually visited and watched racing at, Donington and Silverstone, I'd say that facility-wise, Silverstone is obviously much better. Circuit-wise, maybe I'm biased. I like Donington. I think Trulli's one stopping. Oh, who knows with these conditions? Brit, I went there to drive my dad's car around the track, and it features a total of about 7 corners, and it goes around a lake, but it's not like a popular circuit. I think it's somewhere in maybe Leicestershire. Oh, Hamilton on the inside there. Oh, he's forced me off. Oh, did he force me off? Maybe not. But I'm still going to complain on the radio. Hamilton's forced me. He has to give me the position back. We're down to 6th. Was it Mallory Park? No. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it was.
Lewis Hamilton is running fifth. Is right in front of you. You're running sixth.
It's not Three Sisters, no. Yes, Maine. That's correct. I don't remember Maury Walker saying that one. Persistent. I forgot to start the bloody recording. I'm supposed to be recording these. Damn it. Yes, it will be Mallory Park then. Turn 1 was pretty much flat. Worst British track is Bedford. Worst British track is... I've forgotten the name of it. It's not even a track, it's like a test track. So I don't even know if it's a real track. And there's Hamilton putting a move on Jarno Trulli's Ferrari. Well, trying to. There's a track in Lincolnshire. That's an airfield that hosts not even testing days, just those sort of driver experience days.
Lewis Hamilton is running fifth. Less than 3 seconds ahead.
Let's have a look at Sato's tyres quickly. Yeah, he's on the Inters. Sato onto the Inters after his first lap pit stop. So he's at least considering the conditions and saying that they are, in fact, intermediates. We've got a lot of fuel on board. Yes, Thomas, that's the one. I feel like it'll be too early pitting now. I know Sato's on the Inters, but I don't know if he's going any faster than we are. I've been to a few kart tracks, but we're not really counting them, are we? Sato was 30 seconds behind Davidson. Okay, we'll check back in a lap time. Me and Trulli have almost a similar level of fuel. Have I watched any kart/champ car races? No.
Trulli is running
Feel like it's between Kubica and Alonso for the win today. Went to Long Beach a few times. Nice.
Alonso has taken the lead.
Oh, Alonso's taking the lead. Fine, I suppose we can look at the replay. See how he managed the move.
Robert Kubica has moved into the lead.
Alonso looks to the inside of Kubica as they head into Sector 3. I think there's a bit of contact there. And Kubica sent almost into a half spin. And then Alonso the inside line for the second to last corner. Forces his way through. He bullies Kubica out of the way and takes the lead of the race. Let's just check how far Sato is behind. Okay, Sato's catching by, I'd say, about 2.5 seconds a lap to Davidson. And they're on similar fuel levels. So, pitting for Inters might be, let's say, 2 seconds a lap quicker at the moment. I don't think it's worth boxing yet.
Truly is running fifth. Is right in front of you. You're running sixth.
I'll try not to, Ben. And when we do pit, I don't want to put too much fuel in because the worst thing for me around a circuit like this is being heavy and understeering around corners. Like already I feel too heavy. And I only have 24 laps of fuel on.
McLaren already in the pit.
Okay, we box.
Sauber already in the
Oh!
pit. Ferrari
Oh, Kubica's
already
pitting
in
this
the
lap.
pit.
Am I going to block him in the pits because
Williams
I've requested a
already in
stop?
the pit.
We'll see.
Already
I might
in
not
the pit.
add any fuel.
Honda
24
already in
laps
the
of fuel
pit.
is fine.
Pit crew ready. Toyota already in the pit. Renault already in the pit. Fernando Alonso is in the pit now.
Oh, I've been rear-ended! By Coulthard and was side by side coming in.
Lewis Hamilton has taken the lead.
Stopping on our marks. I got hit there. Oh, it's absolute chaos down in the pit lane. I can't look behind me. There we are. We got a Spiker coming through.
His rear wing.
And Lewis Hamilton's been hit.
Lost his front wing.
And there's a Red Bull out.
Is running 16.
What's going on?
Is right in front of you. You're running 17.
Sorry, I need to see what's going on. Hamilton's lost his... So Hamilton came into the pits, all fine. There's Alonso going through. There's Kubica. There's Coulthard. And Hamilton... Oh, he gets hit by Vettel. Vettel. Absolute... Oh, Vettel's taken Coulthard out. What is Sebastian Vettel doing? Absolute chaos in pit lane. And that'd be 2 retirements. Hamilton and Coulthard out, thanks to Sebastian Vettel. So Lewis Hamilton, who could have potentially, I don't know, maybe top 4, top 5 today, he's out the race. Oh my god. So who's still on the dries? Kobayashi, Barrichello, Della Rosa, Kovalainen, Ralph Schumacher and Jarno Trulli still on the dry tyres. Everybody else in. And I've rejoined in 12th. It'll be 11th ahead of Hamilton. Oh boy. Okay, let's go.
David Coulthard has retired in sector 1.
Oh, Vettel, what are you doing, mate? You guys remember when Vettel ran into the back of Webber at what was it, Fuji? And here's Hamilton. Need to go past him without crashing. He'll be bringing his car into the pits to retire, akin to Perez the other day in real life. You're under a tree hiding from the rain. Nice. Can't believe you're scared of the rain. Webber called him a kid. What he was a kid. He's like 21.
Ralph Schumacher has moved into the lead.
Is Ralph Schumacher staying out another lap, or has he gone into the pits? Imagine that, Ralph stays out. And to be fair, the rain doesn't look like it's getting heavier. But that could be just a graphical thing.
Already in the pits.
Oh, of course, Ralph Schumacher couldn't pit because of Lewis Hamilton.
Already in the pits.
We've seen that before already this season. So across the line we go. We'll move past Della Rosa. We'll move close to Jarno Trulli, who was just ahead of me before the pits. And he's still ahead of me. Trulli's still got that lead over me. On the exit of the first corner, here we go. A run on the Ferrari towards turn 2. We'll jump to the inside and slam on the brakes. And hopefully have that move done. We've got him. 9th place. I think there's still drivers out there yet to pit. Scott Speed's in front of me. No way he's been into the pits. Oh, he's not been able to pit because of Sebastian Vettel, of course, yeah. We'll just say it's strategy call instead of the game breaking. Hello, Benjamin. Predict a finishing position. If there's no retirements, I think we'll be aiming for a 5th place.
Honda already in the pits. Toyota already in the pits.
Yeah, I think we will be much quicker than the AI at this stage because they would have filled up with a lot of fuel. Scott Speed into the pits. Back up into the points we go. Barrichello into the pits as well. We're up to 5th now. But won't it dry up soon? I don't think so. I think just predicted to get wetter and wetter. Who's the BAR? There is no BAR. Yeah, make sure to give the live stream a like, guys. Thanks.
Williams already in the pits.
Is that finally for Ralph Schumacher? Sorry, before we go any further, I just want to see if he's still in the lead. Yes, he is. Ralph Schumacher has not pit until now. He stayed out for about 3 or 4 laps more than me. He's 7 seconds clear of Alonso. Then it's Kubica, Raikkonen, early. Jarno Trulli, Jenson Button in 7th, Rosberg in the points in 8th, Della Rosa, Kovalainen on debut 10th, ahead of his teammate Heidfeld. Then it's Kobayashi, Sutil challenging Kobayashi, Vettel, somehow there's an engine failure there. Who is that? Is that Kobayashi or is that Sutil? One of them is about to retire. You like the stream even though you're still undecided whether you're enjoying this stream. But what matters to me is that you give it a thumbs up. Barrichello, Speed, Dawn Boss, still in the race. Albers, Davidson, Sato, Hamilton and Coulthard out. Okay, back to it.
Has smoke coming from his engine.
Yeah, I think that's Kobayashi.
Has lost his rear wing.
Oh, has he been hit?
Rubens Barrichello has lost his front wing.
Oh dear. A 7 out of 10 is better than a 5 out of 10.
Out. He's blown the engine. Schumacher
Oh, caught that one. Who will be the underdog in the Euros?
Raikkonen is running fourth. Less than
No
3
idea.
seconds ahead. You're running fifth.
Don't know enough about international football.
Already in the
We are
pits.
ahead of Ralf Schumacher, but Ralf Schumacher extending means that he's jumped up to 5th place. So incredible work by the Williams strategy team. You think Croatia? Surely their team's too old now. Replay Barrichello crash. It's too far behind now. It's gone. We've missed our chance. And because I didn't want to pause the game again. And I knew what was going to happen. He would have just ran into the stationary car that had its engine blow up. We have the championship leader in our sights. Need to make the most of our lighter fuel load to see if we can get past. We can get a good exit out of this final corner. That Ferrari could be ours. And we got a great run here. This is for 3rd place. We'll move to the inside, way ahead before the braking zone. And we're into 3rd place. 5 seconds to my teammate Robert Kubica. Hello, Robert. Three seconds to Kubica. Has he got traffic? What's going on up ahead? The reason we won our first ever race at this track was because of the AI's inability to lap each other. And something tells me it's about to happen again. Yeah, we got a Super Guri and a Spiker in the way. And they're going side by side. The absolute lunatics. And Robert Kubica trying to get past another one of those back markers. So I've moved past the Spiker. Kubica, where you going, mate? Whoa. We'll be careful here. Don't want to take my teammate out of the race. We move past Davidson and Sato. And now we're right on the back of Roberts. Hello, Rocket. Yes, I'm doing well, thank you. We're on intermediate tyres right now, Ben. Gosh, the spray is getting bad, though. The reason we're so fast right now is because we've got less fuel than everybody else. Because they switched over to the intermediates, it's gone off their scheduled pit strategy. So what they'll do is, say if their strategy was to pit on lap 19 and lap 50, and instead they've pit on lap 6, they'll still fill up to lap 50. So they'll be on heavier fuel than what they would have been if they actually stuck to their normal strategy. But me, I can do whatever I want. I can put in 2 laps of fuel if I want to. So it's given me the pace advantage right now, but it might mean I need to make an extra pit stop. Was there any weather forecast? Prior to the race, it tells you current conditions and expected conditions, or predicted conditions. And both of those said raining. Doesn't say monsoon, doesn't say light rain, it just says raining. Massa is not on the grid. Mechanical failure. I don't remember when our last mechanical failure was. I know Kubica's had his fair share of retirements. I don't think I've had one for a long time. Right, I need to get on the radio right now and explain the situation to the team. If Robert can let me through, I've got the pace to catch Alonso. And they'll get back to me saying, yeah, we're thinking about it. We already won in similar conditions to this in Silverstone this year. So they know I can deliver. Seb took out David Coulthard in the pits, as well as Lewis Hamilton. 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 cars with 1 car. There's a remastered mod in this game. What? Really? Got more traffic to contend with. Kibitz are making light work of the first car, which is not Mark Webber, of course. It's Robert Dornbos. Is it Robert Dornbos? Is that his first name? We'll make our way through. Toro Rosso of Scott Speed, I think. Or maybe Vettel, I don't know. Could be Vettel. Is everything okay? Yes. Lamar, everything is good.
Robert Kubica is running second, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
This is going to be a long race. We're only on lap 14. Yeah, we know about what he did after Formula 1. Is that smoke? It is not smoke, it is spray. Yes, main, I do. I never launched the game without launching the wetline fixer. This is a very important feature of my F1 Challenge experience.
You're running third.
Electronics okay in my car? I think so. Oh gosh. Turning into the wrong corner. I feel like my pace advantage is already gone. What is that for a message? I wish I never read that. At least Jesus has got the right idea. What's my opinion on Audi and F1 2025? Pretty cool.
Robert Kubica
Be interesting to see what they can do.
is right in front of you. You're running third.
Wet line fixer, Ben. Basically, base game of F1 Challenge. Racing in the wet is fine, but when it starts drying up, you have the dry racing line and then the wet rest of the track. The AI, they have the same grip levels on that racing line and off it, but the player only has the grip on the dry racing line and not on the wet parts of the track, which means the AI have a huge advantage. if you just went off the racing line slightly, you're spinning, you're going off the track or whatnot. But the wet line fixer makes it so that the on the racing line and off the racing line is the same grip level, just like the AI. So basically, it makes mixed condition races actually possible. My favourite commentary duo is when Murray Walker and Martin Brundle were in the commentary booth together. Murray Walker was already about 75 years old. He was definitely past his best. Where do you download it? I don't think you can download it anywhere. There was just a person who at least used to watch the streams, made a wetline fix, sent it me, and I don't know if they uploaded it anywhere else. Hunts was so opinionated. Bit like Jacques Villeneuve. Villeneuve and Hunt are quite similar. As we're lapping the Honda. I think that's Barrichello. Like Villeneuve, lucky to be a world champion. That's true. But hey, sometimes you need luck on your side. Although I don't think Villeneuve was lucky to be a world champion, honestly. Maybe it was he even lucky to have the best car? He had the best car, and he won the world championship with it. There you go. That's true, Satent, I can. Schumacher messed up 97. Yeah. But one bad driver having a... Well, sorry, not one bad driver. One driver having a bad season or messing up. Does that mean it's lucky for the other driver? Don't know. I think Villeneuve fully deserves that championship. Sure, he had the best car. Still had Frentzen as a teammate, and Frentzen's no slouch. But beat Frentzen. I've heard Ralf Schumacher is not the greatest. Irvine had no chance. What, at the title? 99. They tried to get him to win it. It would have been very, very weird. Oh, De La Rosa out. I'll take a replay of that in a second.
De La Rosa is out. He's blown the engine.
See what happened to poor Pedro. That's one McLaren down. And there's a spiker coming into the pits. Interesting. Is he stuck in gear? He's got 16 laps of fuel. Why would he be pitting now? Bit strange, I think.
Spiker, already in the pit.
Why are they pitting him? Pedro de la Rosa in the number 10 McLaren going no further in this race. Engine failure sees him out. The spiker almost hit him. But still, why would they? It wouldn't be dry tyres, it's soaking wet. Unless he's going to the wets, but nobody else is requesting a pit stop. And he's not stuck in gear because we've not heard the message. Sutter is stuck in 4th gear. Well, I consider myself the number 1 or number 2 driver here. Number 1. I am the reigning world champion. So I'd have to say number 1. You know what? I've got very similar fuel levels to them. I thought they were much heavier than me. He's only got 3 laps extra fuel. So maybe I do have the pace for the win. I'll check in a second what tyres he's gone on to. Jan Magnussen has now won a race. I was way too deep into the final corner. Almost took him out. Right, before we overtake Kubica, let me just check what Sutter was on. That's not Sutter. Why did he pit? Or did he pit? I don't know. He's still on the intermediates, like he's not even changed anything. That's very strange. Right, back to it. Back to the action. We might have a run here as we start yet another lap at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Maybe we can go for the send into turn 1. Whoa! No, not quite. Of course, I don't want to take Kubica out the race. That would not be a good look for the... Oh, right, we're going round. Okay. Only lost about 4 seconds. Back end just stepping out through turn 2. As soon as there's just the slightest bit of pressure. Alright, there he goes. I'd love it if it went like back to dry and then to wet again. That'd be pretty cool. What did I have for lunch today? I had pasta. Keep my back end together. My back end is falling apart. It's James early out of context. Alright, it's just starting to slide a bit more. Don't know what the temp is like in the tyres.
Robert Kubica is running second, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
El traffic. Enjoy your tea, Luke. Hopefully nothing goes wrong whilst you're absent. Is Kubica getting through more traffic ahead? At least the AI get through traffic so much better than they do on F1 2010. Wow, this guy's slow. I think that's Davidson. Don't know why it's that slow. I've never driven on Avis. Or however you're supposed to pronounce it. Quali on professional racing or legend. Okay. I can give that a go. Is the qualifying harder then? Than the race?
Kubica is running second, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Oh! Saved that one at least. Oof. You think the tide temps are high? I was thinking because the weather was getting worse than it, that it might be too low. There's no way of knowing. I can't check the tyre temps anywhere. Is Snoz giving the trophy? Snoz will be giving the trophy at the final round of the season. Alonso leads then 22 laps into this race. Kubica in second and early runs in third. Championship leader Kimi Raikkonen currently in fourth place, not having the greatest of days. Ferrari maybe not with the pace in these sorts of conditions. Ralf Schumacher in fifth. What a race he's having. There's a massive gap back down to whoever's in sixth place. Snoz died in a helicopter crash in 95? It's the first time learning about this. Trolley is a minute behind the lead in sixth place. How has the gaps spread out that much? Did I say that? Andre, I say a lot of things. Oh, it's truly just very heavy. Okay. I feel like me and Kubica are basically the same pace.
Running second, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
The Valcarta Grand Prix is next. That's actually what I said before the race as well. Hey Cam, how you doing? On this fine Monday evening, more traffic up ahead. Is that another spiker and a... Who's that? No, it's not going to be a Williams. Kubica making his way through. How's the stream? Pretty good, pretty good. You know, we're just driving. Such a long race.
Less than 3 seconds ahead.
It always is, Hungary, especially in these conditions. Oh my god. What's a Renault? Heidfeld. Wait, is that a car? No, I'm actually just seeing things. I thought I saw a car parked on the exit turn 2. I hate inconsistencies between AI levels. One day 8 PM in Germany and watching teams early. Could it be better? It could be better. There's much better things to do with your life than watch games early. But hey, as long as you like the live stream, you can give it a thumbs up. Hello Istvan. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Lost a bit of time to Kubica through the traffic, surprisingly. He's 3 seconds ahead now. No sign of the rain changing in intensity, so it's just definitely intermediate conditions right now. Racing games without a difficulty slider are annoying. If you've only got 4 options for a difficulty level, it's not good. Because what about all the people who fall into the category between the difficulty levels? I surprisingly have a lot of German fans. I think about 8% of my viewers are German. Lots of Hungarians, yeah. It's probably similar for that, maybe like 5%. It's been a while since I've checked the demographics. There's quite a few countries that stand out with a bigger percentage, you know. You're one of the 8%. How much female? I think it's about 2%. We have Robert Dornbos in the way, getting lapped for the 2nd time in this race. Yeah, the most popular countries on the demographics is it's the UK first, but that makes sense because I am from the UK. So it just naturally happens. I think that's probably about 20%. Then the second is the US, which is maybe about 10%. And there's quite a few European countries with a decent viewership. So like we said, Germany, Hungary. I think Poland as well. Quite a few people from Poland. So we're lapping a Toro Rosso. Having to give that Toro Rosso space because I don't want to force him into the wall on the inside of that final corner.
Robert Kubica is running 2nd, about 3 seconds ahead. You're running 3rd.
Oh my gosh. That spiker has just sent it on the Toyota. Suttle versus Rosberg. I think there was contact as well. I saw carbon fibre flying off. And he's going for it again. Sutton is all over Rosberg. The two Germans do battle. Ha. Blue flags. I've lost loads of time through the traffic. So it's a rare occasion where the AI have made it through the traffic better than I have. We're 11.7 seconds off the lead of the race. Think it keeps throwing me off because the slow corners, the rain just disappears. Like there's no rain falling, but as we pick up the speed, the rain picks up, you know. I can't tell if it's just graphical, but it seems to be letting up a little bit. Yeah, top three at the same pace. Raikkonen has fallen back, definitely. Don't know my plans for 2011, but Force India is quite a good pick in your opinion. I think we have decided that I'm going to drive for Virgin for Season 1. The first F1 2011 stream will be tomorrow. Right here on the James Early YouTube channel. Jerome Early. My legal name. Yeah, I think the rain's definitely lighter than it was earlier. What do you guys think? I don't know if you can really see it too well. But if we can get close to the Kubica, you can look at the spray. There's definitely still spray, but I don't think it's as intense as it was, let's say, 10 laps ago. Or maybe it's the same, I don't know.
Robert, Kubica is running second, about 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Or maybe you were just really good, Ben. Four laps of fuel left. I'll make sure to not forget to pit. We move past. Oh, Buzz, what's he done? I think I've just been spun into the gravel by Albers. There was definite contact. We got damage. What's the car looking like? Car's still in one piece. What was going on there? Did I move across him in the braking zone? Was that my fault? Was that an embarrassing fault from me? Need a better angle of it. I get onboard Albers here. Where is he? To be fair, he just turned in on me. I'd say that's Albers' fault. He definitely turned towards my car way before the apex of the corner. He lifted off. I went through. I was a car length ahead. Yeah, that's not my fault. He just spun me off. Now we got damage. Now we're 7 seconds behind Kubica. Me and Kubica both have the same level of fuel. I might pit 1 lap earlier. We shall see. Dynaco's all mine. Ethan, how was Top Gun Maverick? Have you finished watching it? Approaching half race distance, at least.
Robert Kubica is running second, about 10 seconds ahead.
These are those sorts of races that, you know, if you're battling for a championship, it's such a long race. It'll be so easy to just park up, get out the car, have an ice cream, sit on your yacht in Monaco. But no, you gotta, I don't know what I'm gonna go with. I was thinking of a phrase to say. I was gonna say you gotta knuckle down. That sounds weird. You gotta focus. You gotta lock in. You gotta churn out those laps, lap after lap after lap, and reach the checkered flag and score some points. It'll be important. Welcome back, Luke. Don't know what that damage has done to the rear end, but it's all over the place now. Oh, Ben, it's okay. I don't run force feedback on those early Codemasters games. Didn't have it on for 2010, so I'm not going to have it on for 2011 either. What have you missed? You have missed Alba's spinning me into the gravel. Camille, hello. As we move past the Renault of... Is that Kovalainen?
About 10 seconds ahead. You're running third.
8 seconds now behind Kubica. Right. I think we'll box next lap. The tyre... We actually do have wear. Now that's something that's going to be important come the rest of this race. Because I was thinking we could fill up with the fuel to get me to the checkered flag. But if these tyres are already blistering after... What have we done on them? 25 laps? Doing another 38 laps is going to be tough. What do we think, guys? Do we fill up to the end of the race with a new set of intermediates? Or do we do an extra stint maybe towards the end of the race?
Sauber, already in the pits.
Yes, Andre, that's what I do on F1 2010 as well. I turn it off completely. Yeah, I'm thinking we have an extra pit stop in there. Gonna put 22 laps of fuel in.
Alonso is running first.
We will put another set of intermediates on.
You're running second.
You mean no constant force either? Yeah, Andre, that's what I'm talking about. I have absolutely nothing. Like, there's no feel in the wheel whatsoever. Force feedback is off. I just set up pre-qualifying an F1 challenge. So, if you go to your F1 challenge route directory, season data, vehicles, and go to a vehicle you want to have in pre-qualifying, you go to that vehicle folder, and you open one of the VEH files, and they'll have a list that's a line that says something like vehicle class. Say for the 2007 season, it might say vehicle class F1 2007. You'd have to make another vehicle class, call it 2007 PQ, and write that into every car that you want to have in pre-qualifying. Then you go back to F1 Challenge route directory, season data, and you have a season GDB file. You need to make a new one for the pre-qualifying season class or whatever it is. And then that should be done. Happy days. Right, box. coming into the pits from second place. Did Kubica already pit? I didn't even notice. So we're boxing from second. Alonso stays out. We're into the box for our second out of potentially 3 stops in this race. Fuel is in, and away we go. Kubica's gone back through.
Less than 3 seconds ahead.
I assume he's put on the intermediates. We're going to rejoin here in 5th place. Almost 40 seconds clear of Jenson Button. Might just check what tyres Kubica's on. Yeah, intermediates, that's fine. Oh my gosh. Davidson, mate, what are you doing? Parking it on the apex of turn 4. Scary stuff. Ralf Schumacher has worked a great strategy for Williams. When everybody else switched over to the inters, he stayed on the softs for an extra about 5 laps. And then switched over. Ooh, Barrichello out. If you get it from my Discord, it's the same as pirating it anyway. There's so many versions of F1 Challenge online that you don't need to buy a physical copy. There's no need. Such a small game as well. I don't know what the base game is. Probably 2 gigabytes. Maybe not even that.
Schumacher is running 4th, about 3 seconds ahead. You're running 5th.
I forgot to have a look at the replay. I'm probably too late now, but let's just check. Yes, I am too late. Rubens Barrichello's out. Engine, boom, gone. The F1 2011 playthrough will be a start of a new career mode. Everybody on the inters. Ralf Schumacher pitting maybe this lap. Alonso with 5 litres of fuel left. I assume he's going to pit this lap or maybe next lap. Raikkonen 6 laps of fuel left on board. You've burnt your mouth on rice. Rice loses all its heat like instantly. How have you burnt your mouth on it? Did I get the new G29 I was talking about? Not yet, no. Payday is today, so if I wanted to, I could order it after this stream. I need to check if I've actually been paid. Will I be driving the Virgin in 2011? Yes. That's got me thinking now. Have I actually been paid? No. Not yet. Will I be driving the HRT in F1 2012? Depends what people want to see me drive. There's a car in the pits. That's Ralf Schumacher. Up to 4th place we go. 6 seconds to Robert Kubica. Let's see what this pace is like on the fresh intermediates. Fastest lap of the race, so we've definitely got some pace. Have I got a short published mid-race? What time is it? Oh, right, because they're all scheduled, Ethan.
McLaren are ready in the pits.
McLaren ready in the pits. That'll be for Fernando Alonso. Yeah, I'd like to drive for HRT and F1 2012. So we do Lotus in 2010, Virgin in 2011, HRT 2012. That covers all 3 of the back markers.
Fernando Alonso is in the pits now.
Alonso into the pits. This will be a big win for Alonso in the championship fight with Raikkonen. In fact, even I'd be gaining on Raikkonen. Well, once Raikkonen pits. Oh, F1 2012 Young Driver Test. Yeah, I forgot about that. Any plans for a first team in F1 2013? Not thought about it yet. Oh, what's that guy doing? Oh, I thought he was going to hit the wall. 2013 will be a long way away. I'll reach F1 2013 next year.
5 seconds ahead. You're running 4th. Well done, you've just set the
Yeah, we're
fastest
fast
lap
right
of
now.
the race.
A second quicker than Kubica on that lap. Oh, persistent. I remember that, yeah. I can't believe he said that. Will I include Cora in any future projects? Maybe, yeah. That'd be quite funny. And then you'll get people commenting, who the hell is Cora Kobayashi? His name's not Cora. It's Kamui. I'll say, catch up with the James Early lore. You're clearly behind. The fresh tyres are working really well for me. What's my favourite soft drink? What is a soft drink? Is soft drinks like Pepsi and stuff like that? I avoid fizzy drinks or carbonated drinks. Because it hurts my stomach. Just does. So I just avoid them. But I do like them. Like Coke or Pepsi. Very nice.
Well done, you've just set the fastest
Yeah,
lap of
fast.
the race.
Get out of the way, Sato. Maybe an orange juice. But not the orange juice with like tons of sugar in. Whenever I go anywhere abroad and I have orange juice, they have like very sugary orange juice. I don't like that. I like orange juice that's bitter. You drink it, you go, oh, bloody hell, that's bitter. That's what I want my orange juice to be. Oh, sorry, Sato, yeah. Who the hell's Sato? Five-stop strategy. That sounds exciting though, Ben. You like your orange juice to be apple? Yeah, apple juice is good as well. Hello, David. Wow, that's deep. We are still catching Kubica. I feel like my overwhelming pace advantage we had at the start of the stint is slowly disappearing.
About 3 seconds ahead. You're running 4th.
We're not gaining by a second a lap anymore. You prefer blackcurrant juice? Good choice, good choice. As a child, I used to drink like warm blackcurrant juice or hot blackcurrant juice. And my grandma, I was terrified of this. My grandma said, you drink so much blackcurrant juice, you're going to turn into a blackcurrant. And oh my gosh, the nightmares that gave me. Thinking that one day I'd wake up and I'd be a blackcurrant. Instead of James. Ribena too posh. What? I used to drink Ribena after playing badminton. It was in the vending machine where I played badminton. Always got the Ribena.
Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running fourth.
I also used to
Well done,
believe
you've just set the fastest lap of
that
the
if I
race.
ate the crusts on a slice of bread, that my hair would go curly, because that's what my granddad told me. And he was trying to get me to eat the crusts. But he said, yeah, if you eat them, your hair goes curly. I don't want curly hair. So of course I'm not going to eat it. But I never, as a child, never believed in the eating carrots makes you see in the dark. No chance. I'm not eating the carrots. You think I'm gullible? I'm not going to believe that.
Ferrari, already in the pits.
Hello, Giovanni. Oh, round we go. Nice. I went down to first gear instead of second. Must have double shifted. Not too bad. We only lost maybe half a second. You thought the foxes would get you? I was a dramatic child. Very dramatic child.
Robert, Kubica,
I remember
running
one
second,
day...
about 5 seconds ahead.
I don't know what happened. Maybe I didn't get my way. I didn't get like a chocolate or something like that. So I took a cardboard box and went to the end of my road and sat in the cardboard box and exclaimed that I'm moving out. You know, I'm running away from home. And all I did was take the cardboard box and sit in it. I don't know what I was expecting. Act broke to stay rich. Yeah. Since day one. Now we'll start with the normal drivers on the first season of F1 2011. Here we are, catching Kubica again. Bit of a lock up there. Lamar, have you only just noticed that James Jr. is upside down? Oh, I've gone straight wide there. Terrible. I think this is Dawn Boss in front of me. Yes, it is.
Robert, Kubica is running second. Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Kubica's right there. Getting held up by a Toro Rosso. Dawn Boss has not had the greatest of races. Jamie, I thought about doing something like that for April Fool's Day. Andre, go sit in the naughty corner. Tell you what, Kubica is making short work of these back markers. Through he goes. Can I do this? Oh, bloody hell, mate. Come on. No, I cannot do the same. You let Kubica straight through. I have to be careful not to go across the front of his car there. Otherwise, I would have been spun around like Alba's spun me.
Has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Alonso, fastest man out there now. My pace advantage on those fresh inters has definitely disappeared. Wow, the gap to the lead is 20 seconds.
Less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
But he's a pink Homer Simpson with my face on it. No, he's just some guy wearing a mankini. Schumacher's still in 5th. I've completely not noticed this at all. It's stopped raining. It's not raining at all, and there's no spray. When do we switch over to the dries? Are we expecting more rain? I don't know. It's still overcast. It's hard to know. I might box next time round. It's definitely dry enough for dry tyres. Ah, Raikkonen pitting this lap. Yeah, they're boxing. Oh, I can't box next lap. Kubica will be in. I'll have a pit stop requested. If Kubica boxes, I'll have to extend one lap.
Well done, you've just set the fastest lap of the race. Spiker, already in the pits. Toyota, already in the pits.
Heidfeld overpowered. Heidfeld the GOAT. I think I was a Nick Heidfeld fan. A bit like how lots of people are Frentzen fans. I was a Nick Heidfeld fan. Just a likeable German.
Already in the pits. Honda, already in the pits.
25 laps on one set of tyres. Yeah, it should be easy.
Sauber, already in the pits.
Yeah, he's boxing this lap. Right, we box next lap then.
Crew ready.
I don't want to get held up by him in the pits.
Fernando Alonso, the race leader, is entering the pits now.
Okay, in-lap critical. That's what I've been told over the radio.
Already in the pits.
Your third favourite German driver. Okay, what's your top 3?
Alonso is running.
We've
first.
taken the lead!
Right in front of you.
James Early takes the lead, but we are boxing at the end of this lap. We're going to have the greatest in-lap ever. See if we can jump Kubica. Tyres are just not there anymore in these conditions.
Renault, already in the
Ah!
pits.
There we go. Ah! Right, cutting that chicane.
Ferrari, already in the pits.
It's better than spinning and facing the opposite way. Yeah, the intermediates are not liking this dry track.
Pit crew ready. Rosso, already in the pits. Super.
Are there track limits in this game? Yes, there actually is. Right, into the pits, the box, into the box, into the pits.
Spiker, already in
Right,
the
soft
pits.
tyres going on. 25 laps of fuel into the car. And we'll be getting going once again. Kubica 5 seconds behind.
Alonso is running
He's on the
first.
main straight.
About 5
He's going down
seconds
towards the
ahead.
start-finish line. I'm still
Running second.
at 79 kilometers an hour, and through goes Kubica to retake second place, and I'll rejoin in third. Average age of my viewers, probably similar to my age. My highest demographic for viewers is 25 to 34, I think. And then it's 18 to 24. The second most viewed.
Anthony Davidson has smoke coming from his
Davidson engine failure. No idea if I've got pace in the dry. Suppose we'll find out.
Anthony Davidson is out. He's blown
Let's have a look at what happened to Davidson then. Go on.
the engine.
He came out of the pits all fine. Down towards turn 2, he just pulled off the side of the track. No smoke or anything, just a complete power loss and the Super Aguri driver out. Can't wait to make the switch from 18 to 24 to 25 to 30 next year. Well, on YouTube, the demographic is 25 to 34. So you're joining a new demographic that's going to last you 10 years. Right, Alonso, Kubica, obviously they're all fueled to the end now. They've actually got... Kubica's got 10 extra litres on board than I have. Hopefully I've not underfueled the car. I don't want to jinx anything,
Has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
but it's been quite a mistake-free weekend. We've had issues that are outside of my control. I've been spun by Albers.
Robert, Kubica
The traffic in
is running
qualifying.
second, less than 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
But compared to my usual... Oh, no, we did spin once, twice. Oh, maybe 3 times. Okay, never mind. Forget I said anything. I forgot about all the spins. Oh, sorry, Ben. Vettel, Schumacher, as in... Which Schumacher are we talking? I'm going to guess Michael. Why did Rosberg choose to represent Germany? Because I know he's obviously got, like, not even dual nationality. I think he's got 3 nationalities. Oh, Kubica sideways trying to get past the Toro Rosso. Here I go to the inside of my teammate. Under braking. Oh, can we get that move done? No, he's held on to it. Switch to the inside for the second to last corner. This is where Alonso got past Kubica for the race lead earlier on. He's still holding on to it and he cuts straight across the front of my car into the final corner. The gloves are off. The true rivalry, intra-team rivalry, starts right here. We got the pace over our teammate down the main straight. To the inside I go. Under braking. That's way too deep. That is way too deep. Still got to slow down, but Kubica got the switch back, so he keeps that position for now. The run down to turn 2. If I can keep this nice and controlled, I should get this position. And Kubica just not leaving me any space on the inside. Did he not see me there? Tell Robert to get out of the way. Did he grow up in Germany? I thought he grew up in Monaco. He must have felt most German compared to Finnish or Monegasque. If he's got... He must have... I don't know how long he lived in Monaco from a child. But he must have Monegasque nationality. So... When he won those 3 Monaco Grand Prix, he was a Monegasque winning Monaco 3 times.
Robert, Kubica is running second. Is right in front of you. You're running third.
Let's just forget about tyre saving. We push. Which era of Group C is my favourite? I don't know any. Oops. Might have another run here.
Robert Kubica is running second. Is right in front of you.
Towards turn one.
You're running third.
I'll brake late. I'll brake really late. Oh my gosh. See, this is F1 racing without DRS. Has he got Spanish citizenship as well then?
Nico Rosberg has lost his front
Speaking
wheel.
of Rosberg.
Nico Rosberg has lost a wheel.
Oh, maybe Rosberg's just died. Oh dear.
In sector 3. Watch for the
Oh
yellow
no, Rosberg and Suttel have been at it. The whole race. Whole race long they've been battling. The two German drivers, the two young German drivers. And I have a feeling Rosberg's going to go for a move into the final corner and forget where the track is. And, yeah. I saw that one coming a mile off. That happens at the Nürburgring as well. I don't think it was a heavy impact. And to be fair, there's like a padded barrier there. He'll be alright. Wasn't too fast of a crash. But it's a silly one. He'll be embarrassed by that. Vettel right now in the points. Button as well. Trulli. Schumacher. Ralf Schumacher, I think, driver of the day. Raikkonen fourth. Early third. Kubica second. Alonso 15 seconds in the lead. Only German and Finnish. How does he not have Monegasque citizenship? What's the rules for having citizenship there? Interesting.
Nico Rosberg is unable to continue. He's retired in sector 3.
James, how is James doing? James is doing okay. James is enduring a gruelling 70-lap race at the Hungaroring,
Robert Kubica
which we are
is
now
running
20
second.
laps away from the
Right in
finish.
front of you. You're running third.
We're definitely later on the brakes into turn one. The inside, well, front left tyre going round turn 2 there was almost lifting off the floor. Bit weird. Don't crash. I'll try not to. I'll give it my best shot. What does James enjoy the most this time of year? Being able to sleep without dying of heat stroke. I don't know if you can actually die of heat stroke. But if you can, yeah. I don't mind the heat in summer during the day, but sleeping when it's very hot is just not a nice experience. It adds so much time onto the time it takes to get to sleep. Biggest scandals in American football was the death by heat stroke. Really?
Robert Kubica
When I was a child,
is second.
I went on a school trip to a farm
You're running third.
and I got heat stroke from that, and I had a whole week off school. Obviously, it wasn't anything serious. I still had a whole week off school, which was pretty good. And I must have only been about 3 or 4 years old. And I remember eating a lot of biscuits. Okay, tyres are starting to fall off a little bit.
Fernando Alonso has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Your blood pressure problems become 5 times worse in the heat. Yeah, that's an issue as well.
Robert Kubica is running
Alonso
second.
pulling away
He's
pretty
right in
quickly.
front of you.
Any timeline for Streamline 89? The actual mod, Jacob, is almost finished. All I need to do is switch a few helmets around. I've done it for most of the, well, half the teams. I need to make a Streamline livery. And that's the mod done. Will there be an 88 season recap? Yes, there will be. Hopefully out on Friday. There'll also be an F1 2010 career mode recap, if anybody cares about that, on Wednesday. Did James enjoy the I can't even speak, Canadian Grand Prix, or is it overrated? No, it's a very good race. I really did enjoy the Canadian Grand Prix. I would have liked to see not Max Verstappen win. I don't have anything against Max Verstappen before you start calling me a hater. I'd just rather see somebody else win. I think any of the drivers apart from the Red Bulls I would have liked to see win. And the Ferrari, we've already seen the Ferraris win.
Robert Kubica
So anybody
running
else,
second. Is right in front of you. You're running
if one of the Mercedes had won, I'd be very happy. If Piastri had won, that would have been very cool. Norris would have been pretty cool. He's already won a race this season, but it still would have been pretty cool. Perez could have climbed through the grid on the Sunday and won the race, and I would have just thought, I don't want to see that. Something in me just doesn't want to see him succeed. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I feel hard done by Red Bull for signing him for another year and maybe 2 years. But I don't mind Perez being there in Red Bull as long as there's other teams challenging Red Bull like we're seeing right now. Verstappen domination doesn't seem as bad when there's other teams challenging him. Does F1 2011 have the rubber banding issues? No. Well, not as bad at least.
Robert Kubica is running second. Less than
Oh well,
3 seconds
Alonso
ahead.
winning would be amazing.
You're running
It's a shame Aston Martin aren't where they were this time last year. Yeah, no further pit stops, Ben. We're fueled to the end. Tyres should last. Yeah, I've heard it's a 1-year deal with the option. It's crazy how much he's underperforming. Absolutely crazy. I think Perez, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's wrong with him. I think you put anybody else in that car, apart from maybe 2 or 3 drivers, and they do better than Perez right now. Maybe it's just a lack of confidence. It's got to be, because he's obviously got the skills. Otherwise, he wouldn't have won races in the past couple of seasons. But what's going on with him? Yeah, Aston all in with the 26. I just hope Alonso's still got it by then. You know, Father Time, you can't hold him off forever. Is Perez the worst number 2 ever in a winning car?
You're running third.
Statistically, he might not be too far off. Have I ever thought about doing an F2 career in one of the most recent F1 games? I don't like the modern F1 games for content creation. It's so saturated. So many people are making F1 content starting F2 or just in F1. I'm not going to be making anything that's worthwhile. Alonso's definitely showing his age. So is Hamilton. It just happens. It's a shame. I think they've definitely still got race pace. Quali pace, I think, is not maybe as great as it once was. I think they make more mistakes now than they used to. Alonso and Hamilton both yesterday were making mistakes. Which, you go back 10 years, in those conditions, they were not making those mistakes. That's true, Joe, but I thought we were talking Constructors' Champions. Did Benetton win that Constructors' Championship that year? I thought they finished behind Williams. Was it 94? Yeah. Williams beat them, didn't they? Oh, Webber was way better than Perez. But Webber was an excellent driver. I think Webber got his chance at a top team too late in his career. He was already mid-20s when he made his F1 debut. And by the time Red Bull were a winning team, he was into his 30s. Thank you, Lamar. Webber took the championship to the final race in 2010, which is excellent. I don't think 2010 was prime Vettel. 2011 to 2013 was prime Vettel. I think 2012 he had a few retirements. I'm just thinking, I remember he had an alternator fault like twice. Retired in Valencia, retired in Italy through mechanical issues. But I still think he was in his peak there. Still won the championship. I feel the golfing class between Verstappen and Perez right now is similar to Alonso and Massa. That's the level difference, in my opinion. Definitely 2012, 2013, Alonso Massa.
Fernando Alonso has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
I would be quite happy if Gene Haas did sell to Andretti. I don't know if that would work, but I'd be happy to see that. I don't know what it is. I don't know much about American motorsport as a whole. But Haas aren't going anywhere, and they never are. They're never going to get to the top. But I just feel like Andretti is so determined to get into the sport. that they're bound to succeed. I don't know. Or at least they're going to have a lot of interest. You know, I wouldn't mind supporting Andretti, but Haas is just... Haas is... It's a dead end. It's so boring. Thank you, Ben. That's just the definition of mid. Yeah. Even less than mid. It's like kick Sauber right now. The fact that they've got Kick as the main title partner makes them unlikable. If it was just Sauber without that main partner, I think people would like them a lot more. We've got 11 laps to go, including this one. Still, Kubica is in reach, but our tyres are not what they were at the start of the stint. We had our chance to overtake Kubica. He defended really strong. Oh no, Ben, there was multiple Bens in the chat. It was a bit earlier. Ben Summers said, "Good evening, James. Like the content." So I said, "Thank you." Slight mistake there in Sector 2. An F1 1983 AMS2 Championship. Very nice. I want to try out the 1993 mod on AMS2. I know it came out a couple of months ago. Thoughts on Sainz joining Williams? It's just a rumour, isn't it? It's not been confirmed. Interesting. It's a shame. I think Sainz still has quite a few really high level years in him, and it'll be a shame if it's wasted in a team that's not going to be fighting near the front. But similar to Albon, I think Albon could do a lot better in better machinery. Not fighting for championships, but up there getting podiums, getting an odd race win when things go his way. Albon ain't it. Well, he ain't. He ain't the best thing in the world. But I think he's definitely in the top 10 drivers on the grid. There's just so few teams on the grid. Sainz leaving Ferrari, well, getting forced out Ferrari. And Perez and Verstappen, they're signed up. McLaren is locked out. There's a seat at Mercedes, but it seems like that's destined for apparently Kimi Antonelli. I don't know if that's going to happen. But maybe. There's a seat at Alpine available. He's already been at Renault once, so I don't know what his relationship is like with the team. Would he go to Sauber? That was the original rumour, wasn't it? That Sainz would go to Sauber for when they turn into Audi. Oh, it'd be perfect for Williams if they got Sainz and they had Sainz and Albon as a lineup. That'll be a really strong lineup. You think, when you say Seb, you think Sebastian Vettel is in the running for the Mercedes seat? I do not see that happening in a million years.
Has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
I'm pushing these tyres, but we're not catching Kubica. I think we'll have to just settle for third here. Sainz Audi, I think, yeah, that could be cool.
Is running second, about 3 seconds
If
ahead.
Sainz still has
You're running
aspirations of winning a championship, and you have to choose either Williams or Audi coming into the sport, you probably think your best chance is Audi. A massive brand with no experience in Formula 1, but they're going to bring resources. Is there any way you can get this mod? Yes, go on the F1 Challenge Brazil website, type in 2007, and look for 2007 Mania mod. There you go. Have I even bought F1 24? No. Ocon to Merc. I do rate Ocon. I don't think Mercedes would go for that. Ocon says he has a deal signed somewhere for 2025. Somewhere in F1.
Kubica is running second, about 3 seconds ahead. You're running third.
Doohan, Behrman, Lawson and Antonelli joining next year. Yeah, Behrman to Haas. Has that been confirmed, or is that just still a rumour? I saw something about it the other day. Doohan, is he F1 material? I don't know. Lawson definitely deserves a seat for what he did last year. Sonoda being signed up again for whatever the team's called. RB.
Kubica is stuck in first gear.
What? Kubica stuck in gear on lap 64 out of 70, and once again I've been gifted a position, and once again Kubica has been shafted. Absolutely shafted. He will not be a happy bunny. Oh, that is painful. Painful for the team. I mean, I don't care because more points for me, but from a team perspective, that's rough. It's so late on in the day as well. Oh, Noah, I'm not making the game. I just did a voiceover for a video for it. I have nothing to do with development.
About 25 seconds ahead.
Kalari, hello.
You're running second.
Well, you're right on time to see Kubica retire. You think Tsunoda waiting for his chance in Red Bull? I just think him signing up with RB again is going to be another season or two of Tsunoda, and then he disappears off the grid. What does a guy need to do to get that seat that was open at Red Bull? What is Tsunoda's head-to-head with Perez this season? Got to be pretty close. Not pretty close. Obviously not in points, but, you know, race by race. I think Tsunoda's definitely finished ahead of Perez at least 3 times. He's outqualified him definitely at least 3 times.
Fernando Alonso has just put up
Oh, I thought it was going to be Fernando Alonso's crashed. Oh, I am quite sad about Kubica. It doesn't look good on him in the championship standings, how he's going to be so far behind me in terms of points. But really, he's not performed any worse than I have. In fact, he's probably been the better BMW Sauber driver this season so far.
You're running second.
But he's just been hit with poor reliability. Oh yeah, Aston Martin and Honda. Yeah. What I will never understand is Honda. So Honda, they come back to the sport, and then they win a world championship, and then they pull out of the sport, and then they're coming back to the sport again. Why? Make up your mind. Spiker, get out of the way. Remember when Alonso crashed on the last lap in France? Yes, that was the race I crashed into the pits.
Has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
Perez and Tsunoda are 7-0 in races where they both finished. Oh. Well, never mind.
First, about 30 seconds ahead. You're running second.
Red Bull have too many drivers in their program. See, that is kind of skewed, the head-to-head stats, if you discount the ones they didn't finish in. It makes sense back in the day because reliability was an issue, or a big issue. But if you're crashing out of a race, that's your own fault. That should count towards a head-to-head, in my opinion. You know, I could lose a head-to-head 2-0 with my teammate if we only both finished the same race twice. But if he crashed out of the 14 other races, I've still lost the head-to-head. Just going off on a tangent here. I don't know why I'm getting vexed about that.
Alonso is running first, about 30 seconds ahead. You're running second.
I think Dawn Boss is 3 laps down. 3 laps to go. I would have loved to see Tsunoda in a different team. I like Tsunoda. Or is he 4 laps down? Oh boy. Oh boy. Luckily, this is the only race he's filling in for Mark Webber. And Webber will return for the next race, which is, I believe, the Turkish Grand Prix. Felipe Massa is definitely crying on the sidelines now, without a drive.
Fernando Alonso has just put up the fastest lap of the race.
What happens to Vettel? I'm not going to give him a race ban for it. It's just it's a crash in the pit lane. I don't know. I know it's not the same, but Hamilton crashing into Raikkonen at the exit of the pit lane in Canada. He took out Raikkonen,
Alonso is running first, about 30 seconds ahead.
but he's not going to get a race ban
Running
for it.
second.
Nice one, Daniel. Will I ever add a pedal cam? No, because then people start backseat gaming and saying, oh, you're doing it wrong. It's not supposed to brake there. Get off the throttle. Or people will join and start talking about feet, which is equally as bad. Vettel could have run into mechanics, etc. Yes. That is true. Vettel banned for life for mowing down 30 mechanics.
Fernando Alonso has just put up the fastest
Gosh, Alonso's been fast in this final stint. He's 33 seconds ahead. In fact, Raikkonen is only 5 seconds behind me. Luckily, we only have 1 lap to go. We have 113 people watching. Well, that's fantastic. Nice to see so many people here. Make sure to like the live stream. I don't know what likes actually do. I'm assuming they're good. For the, whatever, the YouTube algorithm. It can't be bad.
about 35 seconds ahead.
Last lap of the race then. It's been a long old race, this one. Once again, we've been gifted positions. It could have been a BMW Sauber 2-3. And we would have closed the gap big time to Ferrari. But in the end, that's not going to be the case. And I think Trulli's position of, I think he's in 6th or 5th now, will mean Ferrari extend their lead in the Constructors. But I'll be happy to pick up another podium. We're in a real good vein of form right now. And luck is on our side as well.
Alonso has won the race.
I think the past 3 races we've finished 1st, 2nd and 2nd. Which is almost championship challenging worthy. Based on the championship standings, we are not out of this fight.
Finished 5th.
We've only won 1 race, but top 8 point system means you can just be consistent and stay in the battle. Rounding the final corner for the final time, it's going to be a lucky but well-deserved 2nd place finish here at Hungary. Get in there.
Well done, you finished 2nd.
Just ahead of Raikkonen, who's in 3rd.
Raikkonen has finished in
But Alonso
3rd position.
domination today. Pole position, fastest lap, race victory. It was all good here today for Fernando Alonso, who is back in the championship fight after retiring last time out. I'm going to go crash at turn 4. Just crash into Raikkonen. I've missed him. I'm so bad at aiming. Yeah, brilliant. There we go. Top 8 points, yes. 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Correct, you are. I might be streaming on Twitch after this. Let me check the time. Maybe, yeah. I don't know what I'll stream. Maybe Gran Turismo 3. Thanks, guys. Have a look at the full results.
Hungarian Grand Prix. Here are the final results.
It's Alonso.
Fernando Alonso.
Basically the only McLaren driver worth
Sauber
mentioning.
driver, 2nd.
We finished 2nd. Raikkonen 3rd. Ralf Schumacher, I think, driver of the day.
Ralf Schumacher.
If it's not Alonso, it's Ralf Schumacher. That brilliant Williams strategy, getting him a 4th place finish. Jarno Trulli 5th. Button in 6th in the end. And it's Vettel in the points again. And Heikki Kovalainen on debut gets a point and out races his teammate Nick Heidfeld. Adrian Suttel in the top 10 for Spiker. Then it's Sato, Robert Dornbos in his one and only race. 4 laps down. Hasse, we're streaming on Twitch in like 20 minutes. Christian Alba's 6 laps down. Wow. Alba's 6 laps down. We had quite a few engine failures today. The gearbox issue so late on for Robert Kubica. That crash at the final corner for Rosberg. And Coulthard and Hamilton both taken out by Sebastian Vettel. Oh dear. Fernando Alonso did get the fastest lap. It was a, holy moly, 124.574. That is fast. Compared to my fastest, which was a 125.690. He was over a second quicker. But my tyres went off, you can see. The time's getting slower and slower. My tyres were definitely worn at the end. What am I streaming over there? I think I'll stream Gran Turismo 3. Thank you ever so much for watching, everybody. If you're watching and you've not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Tomorrow, we'll be streaming the first episode of F1 2011 at the same time on this channel. So make sure to stay tuned for that. We'll be racing for Virgin, the team. Should be good. See you next time. Goodbye.